You wake up tired before the day has even begun. Your body lies in bed, but your mind is already sprinting. Notifications, emails, endless feeds, deadlines. Technology was supposed to free us, to make life easier, to give us back time. But quietly, it's draining us. Slowly, invisibly. This exhaustion has a name: AI burnout. It doesn't scream. It doesn't break you all at once. It seeps into your life, silently disguised as productivity, hidden behind glowing screens, wrapped in promises of progress. What was meant to simplify your existence has become a cage without walls. You don't see the chains, you don't hear the locks, but you feel it. That constant fatigue, that strange emptiness, that quiet sense that something inside you is shutting down. And here's the most disturbing part. You may already be inside this burnout without even realizing it. Before we go deeper, stop for a moment and ask yourself this. When was the last time your mind was truly silent? No notifications, no buzzing phone, no endless scroll, just you, alone with your own thoughts. If you can't remember, this video is for you, because what you're about to hear is not just information, it's a mirror, and what it reflects might be happening to you right now. AI burnout isn't science fiction. It's not an exaggeration. It's the silent epidemic of our time. A prison built out of tiny distractions, constant alerts, and invisible demands that slowly erode your mental energy. Maybe you've already felt the signs, a fatigue you can't explain, a constant anxiety that lingers in the background, or that empty feeling even after a so-called productive day. These are not random, they are signals. Here on Psychological Shadow, we don't settle for surface-level answers. We explore the hidden battles of the mind, the struggles that technology amplifies, the shadows that society ignores. And today, we expose how artificial intelligence is not only reshaping the way you live, but quietly killing the way you think. So, before we continue, do something essential. Subscribe to the channel right now. Turn on notifications. This is your chance to join a space where we confront the silent wars of the human mind. Subscribing isn't just supporting this project, it's choosing to protect your consciousness with knowledge, reflection, and truth. Imagine this: you sit at your desk, surrounded by glowing screens. Each app claims to save you time. Each tool promises to make your life easier. Each notification whispers that it matters. Yet, instead of freedom, you feel trapped. Instead of space, you feel suffocated. This is where AI burnout begins. Not with a sudden breakdown, but with tiny, invisible cuts. A vibration in your pocket that pulls you away. A message that interrupts your thought. A feed designed never to end. Alone, they seem harmless. Together, they create a constant storm inside your head. And slowly, that storm becomes your new normal. You tell yourself you're just busy, but deep down, you know something is wrong. The day ends, yet your mind refuses to rest. Your body is exhausted, but your thoughts keep racing like a machine that never powers down. Technology was supposed to be your tool, but without noticing, you became the tool. A worker for the algorithm, a servant to the feed. And the silent master you serve doesn't need chains or locks. It only needs your attention. Traditional burnout was physical. Long hours, relentless pressure, a body that finally collapsed. But AI burnout is different. It doesn't break your body, it corrodes your mind. Every notification, every feed, every AI suggestion forces your brain into micro-decisions. Do you open it now? Do you reply? Do you scroll one more time? Your attention is hijacked in fragments, scattered into 1,000 tiny pieces. And science shows that every time you shift focus, it can take over 20 minutes for your mind to fully recover. Multiply that by hundreds of interruptions a day, and you begin to see the cost. This is not just being tired. This is cognitive exhaustion, a slow erosion of your ability to think deeply, to feel clearly, to even rest. You may not faint, you may not collapse, but inside, something is breaking. The silence in your mind is gone. In its place lives a constant hum, like background static that never shuts off. And because it never screams, you learn to live with it. You call it stress, you call it busyness, but in reality, it is the slow suffocation of your inner world. AI burnout doesn't take your life all at once. It takes it moment by moment, until you forget what it feels like to truly be alive. Look around in today's world. Everyone is connected, yet no one feels free. People sit together at restaurants, each one staring into a glowing screen. Families share the same house, but live in separate digital worlds. At work, you're never truly off. At home, you're never truly present. This is the paradox of modern life. We are surrounded by tools, designed to connect us, but we've never been more isolated inside our own minds. AI burnout thrives in this contradiction, because while the body is in one place, the mind is constantly dragged somewhere else. The endless scroll doesn't just waste time, it steals your presence. The algorithm doesn't just suggest, it decides for you. And little by little, you stop asking questions. You stop noticing how much of your day is stolen. You accept distraction as normal. You accept emptiness as life, and yet, somewhere deep inside, you feel it. That subtle ache when you realize hours have passed, but nothing meaningful has changed. That quiet guilt when you notice your child, your partner, your own reflection waiting for you, while you are lost in a feed that never ends. This is not just habit, it's dependency. A modern prison built without bars, where the lock is in your brain and the key is in someone else's algorithm. There's something even darker beneath AI burnout. It isn't only exhaustion, it's control. Technology doesn't just consume your time, it rewires your instincts. Every notification is a drop of dopamine. Every like, every message, every suggested video is designed to train you. That's why, even when you're exhausted, you keep scrolling. Even when your eyes burn, you refresh the feed. Even when you promise yourself just one more minute, the algorithm whispers, "Stay." This is not weakness, it's design. The system knows your patterns better than you do. It anticipates your cravings, your fears, your loneliness, and it feeds them back to you in endless loops. You think you are choosing. In reality, you are being chosen. Your attention, your energy, your very humanity, packaged as data, sold to the highest bidder. And the most terrifying part, you accept it willingly. You open the app, you touch the screen, you let the invisible chains tighten. AI burnout isn't just exhaustion, it's dependence. A dependence so deep, you mistake it for life itself. AI burnout is not just stealing your energy, it's stealing your humanity. Conversations become shallow because your mind no longer has the strength for depth. Sleep becomes fragile because your brain is still buzzing with digital residue. Silence feels unbearable because you've forgotten how to sit with yourself. And slowly, identity begins to dissolve. You stop asking what you want and start following what the feed suggests. You measure your worth in clicks, in likes, in views, in numbers that vanish as quickly as they appear. Your emotions are no longer yours. They're triggered, shaped, manipulated by systems designed to keep you hooked. Relationships fracture too. You're in the same room, but not truly there. You hear the words, but miss the meaning. You see the faces, but not the souls. Because deep down, part of you is always elsewhere, inside the machine. The technology that promised to amplify your mind is draining its essence. Piece by piece, it takes what makes you human. Your focus, your creativity, your ability to choose freely. Until what remains is a version of you, efficient, predictable, and empty. This is the true cost of AI burnout. Not just exhaustion, but the slow erasure of your humanity. Now ask yourself, are you willing to keep living as an extension of an algorithm? Or will you reclaim the silence, the focus, the strength of your own mind? AI burnout is not inevitable. It's a choice, whether you let the machine consume you or you learn to disconnect before it's too late. If this video resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments. Have you felt this silent exhaustion creeping into your life? Your story might be the wake-up call someone else needs. And don't forget, subscribe to Psychological Shadow right now. Join this space where we confront the hidden battles of the mind, expose the traps of modern life, and reclaim what it means to be human. Because this is only the beginning. In the next episode of Watch This, we'll dive even deeper into another invisible enemy of the mind, one that hides in plain sight and shapes your choices without you ever noticing. Protect your mind before it's too late. Hit subscribe, stay awake,